Well, Molly Ringwald is back in the news again. She made the news back in April when she decided to trash the movies that made her a star. I'm not sure why she was throwing John Hughes under the bus, but here we are. So she said that the movies that she was in, notably Breakfast Club, 16 Candles, I don't know what else that she was in that was huge. That's what I remember her from. So I thought maybe she was looking for work. Because usually when old actors and actresses come out and say shit like this, it's because they're looking for a job. That's why I always call these giant virtue signals job applications. Because it's like, hey, hello, yo, look at me. I have your same mindset. Please hire me. I'm cool, hip, and woke. It's not just the older ones that do that. The younger ones do it too, but it's just cringy. So she came out and was like, yeah, my movies were really, really white. Well, I think we can scratch out job application because now she's doing another interview where she tells the truth. And it's not a truth that people in Hollywood like talking about. And that's that if you put your kid in that system, you shouldn't, because there's a lot of people around that love that cheese pizza and love preying on them. A lot of nasty stories have been told, and now she's revealing that she indeed had a lot of weirdos trying to take advantage of her. So Molly Ringwald, you can't be a young actress in Hollywood and not have, well, certain kinds of people around. And that's been an open thing with Hollywood for a while. And more people have been talking about it. And I like it when people highlight it and talk about it, because there's a lot of nasty, sick, disgusting people that work in Hollywood. Some of them have been taken down, notably Weinstein. But if you think it stops with him, I got something to tell you. It's still going on, and it's probably still just as bad as it used to be honest. And if you're a parent and you've got a child and they want to act and get into this kind of stuff, you got to keep them out. Because there are a lot of weirdos that are in that acting system, and they are just waiting to prey on them. It's disgusting. So she went on some podcast, WTF, with Mark Maron. I don't know who that is, but that's where it's from. And here's what was said. So she made this claim about the industry on that podcast, in which she talked about being taken advantage of in her youth and how she found herself in questionable situations despite not going out to clubs where a lot of the partying was going on. You know what I'm saying? Sniff, sniff, inject, inject. I never really felt like I was part of a community when I was going to Hollywood just because I was so young, really, she said. I wasn't going out to clubs. I feel like I'm more social now than I was then. I was just too young. Well, you're not going to, well, you're lucky you didn't get taken advantage of or got into some sort of horrible situation. And she replied, oh, I was taken advantage of, she responded. You can't be a young actress in Hollywood and not have predators around, because they're everywhere in Hollywood, especially, once you get into these big movies and big opportunities with a lot of these producers and shit, these higher up executives. There was a really good point made a long time ago. I think Chuck Dixon said it on a show. I'm not 100% sure he said that, but remember that disastrous piece of shit Cuties? You know what's worth more than the movie, it's the audition tapes. Those are worth more than that movie is to some people. Just think about that. But I have to give it to Molly here on this. She talked her daughter out of going into it. Well, at least when she was too young. She tried to talk her out of it. So she didn't put her kid in that situation. Don't let your kids be in these kinds of things because she's right. A lot of cheese pizza lovers in Hollywood. Big time. The teen movie icon said that she used her incredible survival instinct and a pretty big super ego to protect herself. The whole experience left such a bad taste in her mouth that she encouraged her daughter to avoid acting. Now, apparently she's in it now, trying to get into it, so who knows what's happening, but at least when she was little, she didn't let her go into it. Don't put them in that situation. So, I like highlighting this because Hollywood is full of scumbags, and I think it's important to highlight it. So I like it when these actors come out and talk about this because, honestly, like she probably won't be able to get a big job after saying this shit. You get put on like a blacklist. And in some cases, you might find yourself face down somewhere. It's a nasty industry full of nasty, sick people. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments below. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals.